So we finally have the first requirement, actual requirement for the Leviathan, and it is the TIE Dagger. And of course, it's not a proper Sith Empire ship. It's a First Order and Sith ship. Woo! Don't really have any issues with that because, Sith Trooper's pretty good as a whole. I just don't understand why CG can't keep up their mind for continuity issues. But anyways, so what does it do? It brings more damage to the First Order and the Sith fleets. I don't care about blah, blah, blah. It's going to be a Galactic Chase ship, which starting sometime this week, you will need to farm it because it is a 7-star requirement to get the Leviathan unlocked, which is okay. And then full requirements for the Leviathan will be revealed soon. Don't really know when, but okay. Oh, someone joined me. Who's here? Oh, Thom's here to listen to me rant about this shit. Sith Precision does damage, crits if possible. Well, if it is a crit, the ability block and gain crit damage for 5% crit damage for the rest of the encounter. And I think Thom said, or was it Jamie that said they literally copied it from the Interceptor, the animations at least. Oh no, they did for the L7.0 heavy laser cannons. He only has two. Really only has 2 attacks. Okay, 2 attacks. Second one's an AoE, deal physical damage to everyone at the end turn, inflict enemies with 100% health are inflicted with vulnerable, and all other enemies are inflicted with tenacity down for a turn. So, Let's see, Emperor's Edict, Vengeance stuff. I need to pull up the... Where is the post for the Fury class Interceptor? There it is. Because I don't remember what all the Fury class does. Let's see. Concussion Mine, Suspense. Oh, Suspense is what it does. Okay. Never mind. Okay, so let's see. You gain a stack of Vengeance whenever an enemy attacks at a turn or another Sith ally is inflicted with debuff that can be dispelled. Vengeance at 15 stacks, it dispels all debuffs on all Sith allies. You gain a bonus turn and you lose all stacks of Vengeance. Okay. During the Vengeance bonus turn, TIE Dagger can ignore taunt, and if the ally capital shifts to Sith, it also ignores protection. So that'll be a great way of getting through the protection of Rebel fleets, or just any fleet really. And whenever the bonus turn is triggered, the TIE Dagger also recovers 25% health and gains 5% off and stacking for the rest of the encounter. Good lord, it's going to make it tanky and hit hard. Okay then. Eradicate the weak. Let's see what this does. Whenever start of battle, roll and reinforce for each active Sith ally, including the capital ship, the TIE Dagger is gaining 20% max protection and 10% tenacity until the end of the encounter. So what, off the bat, if you have this in the starting lineup, you're going to have 40% tenacity bonus and then 80% max protection. And each time an enemy falls below 100% health, the TIE Dagger gains 25 defense pin stacking. And whenever they use the basic ability against an enemy with less than 100% health, that is a critical hit if possible. So basically, you guaranteed crit, which will go hand in hand with the basic, which is, okay. Whenever another ally attacks an enemy with a concussion mine, which is from the Marauders Sith Bomber, the Dagger assists dealing 50% less damage. At the start of the Dagger's turn, recover 20% protection per enemy with less than 100% health. Okay. Let's see, reinforcement ability. TIE Dagger gains 5 stacks of Vengeance and crit damage up for 2 turns. Inflict a random enemy with healing immunity for a turn, which can be evaded or resisted. Okay then. Well, that's a pretty simplistic kit, if I say so myself. I just get really tired of CG and their inability to make fleets, be purely Sith, like one thing or another, but I don't think they said anything about it being a pure Sith Empire fleet, unless I was reading that completely wrong. Let's see. Brings buff to the B-28 Extinction class bomber and other Sith and Sith Empire ships. So I guess only the Sith Empire fleet. Those ships are going to be the B-28, the Sith Fighter, and the Fury-class Interceptor. So we know what one of the other requirements for this is for the Leviathan, which is going to be the Dagger, and then we don't, apparently soon we'll know what the actual requirements are for the Leviathan. It's revealed soon TM.
Hello.
Hello. I was just doing a quick rundown of this because, why not? It's something I'm going to be heavily investing in regardless, so.
It's a trap!
It certainly feels like it now because, we were led to believe the Fury-class Interceptor will be leading a Sith Empire fleet kind of thing, but now it's just a Sith fleet. So, riddle me that, Batman. I don't really think the First Order needed damage output. I think it needed survivability more than anything, but I don't know about the Sith fleet because, well, we don't have the final 2 puzzle pieces for it anyways, so whatever.
But you can start to see how it begins to counter profundity.
Mm-hmm. These are the protection,
as
ignoring
the anti-assist synergy, where it's like the more times you assist, the more vengeance stacks it gets.
Yeah.
And then if you inflict any debuffs on a Sith ally, it gets vengeance stacks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, it's got a built-in cleanse as well, so that's pretty beneficial because with the vengeance at 15 stacks, you'll be getting a bonus turn cleansing all the debuffs. So, I don't know if you'd be running it out front or as a reinforcement kind of thing.
But like at the beginning of the battle, if everyone's a Sith, you get, is it only 60% protection you're going to get? Or does it include himself? Because it includes the capital ship.
I don't know. Well, it says for each active Sith ally. So going off of CG, there'll either be the Sith capital ship, the Leviathan, and then your other 2 ships, and then maybe himself. So either 60 or 80.
60 or 80, and then it's either 30 or 40%. And then he'll just keep getting a bunch of penetration. But the thing is, the more he gets in vengeance, he can bypass the enemy protection, and that drops him below 100% health. So you can imagine the ship starts to hit really bloody hard, especially with his increasing in offense percentage as well. So it just depends how hard he hits already.
Yeah, we don't.
Because where you get a tune where it needs time to ramp up. It's like, okay, but if he already hits hard, then every...
Yeah, it doesn't really say, because we don't have stats on it yet, obviously, but... and also, it doesn't even say in-game when it's coming, so...
When do they usually do the... Do they do the chase? Is it on the weekends, or is it like a Thursday drop?
I think it's like a Thursday drop kind of thing, so we'll probably have like a push update tonight, and then Tuesday night, and then we'll have the kit be pushed out, like the stats on that later on today or tomorrow.
Well, I'm definitely expecting Jedi Survivor Cal this week, so maybe they'll beat that as well.
Well, they're finally getting the Leviathan REQ set up, so I mean that's something, but I don't know. It's an interesting ship, needless to say. It's just, I mean, we're gonna have to push it regardless for the Leviathan if you want to get that going from the jump. So you'd be remiss not to want to. It's just, what is the drop rate gonna be? Because since it's on fleet nodes, that doesn't really bode well for me. Because fleet nodes are notorious for having horrible drop rates.
Well, start hoarding that energy.
Oh, I am, but it's just...
Because I thought the Iden ship was quite a good one.
It is. But this one will be... I mean, it's going to be a requirement, so it's going to have to be you have to get it kind of thing if you want to get the Leviathan the first time around. Because who knows how long it'll be before it gets put onto a node. So...